In the early days of humanity, walking was the best form of transportation. As man evolved and began to build cities, walking became an increasingly difficult way of getting around. We needed a better system. So with time, patience, and lot of exertion, humans developed first the wheel, then the bicycle, and eventually the automobile. As time passed and technology flourished, transportation has become easier, faster, and far more convenient than ever before. Therefore, the solution to transportation problem must be analytically based, economically sound, socially credible, environmentally sensitive, practically acceptable, and sustainable. Transportation engineering is the application of planning, functional design, operation, and management of facilities for any mode of transportation in order to provide for the safe, rapid, comfortable, convenient, economical, and environmentally movement of people and goods. There are 5 characteristics of transport system that makes it diverse and complex. First is multimodal. It covers all modes of transport, air, land, and sea for both passenger and freight. Second is multi-sector. It consists of the problems and viewpoints of government, private industry, and public. Third is multi-problem, ranging across a spectrum of issues that includes national and international policy, planning of regional system, the location and design of specific facilities, carrier management issues, regulatory, institutional, and financial policies. Fourth is multi-objective, aiming at national and regional economic development, urban development, environment quality, and social quality, as well as service to users and financial and economic visibility. And lastly, multidiscipline, drawing on the theories and methods of engineering, economics, operations research, political science, psychology, other natural sciences, management, and law. Transportation engineering profession carries a distinct societal responsibility. Transportation planners and engineers recognize the fact that transportation systems constitute a patent force in shaping the course of regional development. Planning and development of transportation facilities generally raises living standards and enhances the aggregated community values. Transportation engineering can be broadly consisting of the 4 major parts. First, transportation planning. It is essentially involves the development of the transport model which will accurately represent both the current as well as the future transportation system. Second, geometric design. It deals with physical proportioning of the transportation facilities, in contrast with the structural design of the facilities. Third is pavement design. It deals with structural design of roads, both bituminous and concrete, commonly known as flexible pavements and rigid pavements respectively. And lastly, traffic engineering. It covers a broad range of engineering applications with focus on the safety of the public, the efficient use of transportation resources, and mobility of people and goods. Road transport is one of the most common modes of transport. Roads in the form of truckways and human pathways were used even from the prehistoric times. Thus, road construction became an inseparable part of many civilizations and empires. The history of highway engineering gives us idea about the roads of ancient times. The first mode of transportation was on foot, then followed by the use of animals-drawn carriages. After the first wheel invented, early roads with hard surfaces were found in the land of Mesopotamia. These roads were constructed as early as 3500 BC. The early road systems were constructed primarily for the following purposes. One is for the movement of the armies in their conquest and for defense against invasion. And lastly is for transport of food and trade of goods between neighboring towns and cities. Roads in Rome were constructed in large scale and intricated in many directions, helping them in military operations. Thus, they are considered to be pioneers in road construction. Many of the built by the Romans still exist even after 2,000 years. Characteristically, Roman roads were laid on three courses: a layer of small broken stones, followed by a layer of small stones mixed with mortar and then compacted firmly, and then lastly is wearing course of massive stone blocks properly set and bedded with cement and mortar. French roads. During 17th century, under the reign of Napoleon the Great, France made a great stride on the road buildings. Pierre Trezeguet, the famous French engineer, introduced the new methods of construction and maintenance of stone roads. He improved the crown, the drainage, the grade of the road, including the stone foundation. He was then accredited the title Father of Modern Road Building. British Road. England followed the ongoing highway development started by France. British road construction practice, developed by John Loudon Macadam, is the most scientific, and the present-day roads follow this pattern. As mentioned earlier, transportation is an inseparable part of any society. It exhibits a very close relation to the style of life, the range and location of activities, and the goods and services which will be available for consumption. The roles of transportation in society can be classified according to economic, social, political, and environmental roles. In economic role, the advances in transportation has made possible changes in the way of living and the way in which society are organized, and therefore have a great influence in the development of civilizations. The social role of transport has caused people to live in permanent settlements and has given chances of sustainable development. Regarding political role, large areas can now be very easily governed with the help of good transportation system. Environmental effects are usually viewed negatively. Through the emission from combustion of fossil-derived fuels, transportation systems contribute to degraded air quality as well as a changing climate. The success of transportation engineering depends upon the coordination between the three primary elements, namely the vehicles, the roadways, and the road users. The characteristics affect the performance of the transportation system, and the transportation engineer should have fairly good understanding about them. The performance, design, and operation of the transportation system is affected by several factors, such as human factors, vehicle factors, acceleration characteristics, braking performance. These factors greatly influence the geometric design as well as the design of control facilities. Variant nature of the driver, vehicle, and roadway characteristics should be given importance for the smooth, safe, and efficient performance on traffic in the road.